List to receive a COVID vaccine from the Abilene Taylor County Public Health District, you may be getting a call soon. 1,200 doses are on the way to the key city, and they're all headed to the Expo Center, which is where we find our Jessica Rank. Jessica, you say people could be getting their shots as early as tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right, David and Lauren. It's a completely different story from when we talked to the Public Health District last week when they were concerned that they didn't know when that next round of doses would be coming. Well, now we're finally getting answers, and even though the process tomorrow will be moving at a slow start, at least it's moving. Today, Mike Reppert is looking back on some old photos.
Some of the fam here.
And the feelings and memories flooding back with them.
Is that your granddaughter?
But what's not pictured...
How old is she?
She's 3.
About the same age Reppert was in a memory that doesn't fit in a frame.
I come from the generation where we had, when I was a child, polio.
But instead, for him, repeating itself.
It was a very big public health event.
Mass vaccinations returning now with COVID-19.
You went to large gatherings at large places and distribution points and took it.
And in 2021 in Abilene, those large gatherings will start at the Expo Center.
Our first allocation as a hub was 1,200 doses.
The Public Health District finally off the waiting list for the state, which means starting Thursday,
they are to be given by appointment only.
They'll be checking people off their own waiting list.
We have about 12,000 names.
Only 1,200 will show up to the Expo Center, but when they do, Lerma says they'll be ushered in pretty quickly.
We've got 20 vaccinators, so we'll have 20 bays of people administering shots.
That breaks down to 20 appointments every 15 minutes.
We'll just verify that they've got an appointment. They'll fill out their paperwork, and then they'll move on to get their shots, and then they'll move on to an observation area.
Patients are expected to stick around for about 15 to 30 minutes to make sure that they don't have initial reactions to the shot. And once time's up, they'll be on their way.
Everybody is anxious and ready to help with this effort.
It's been years since the polio pandemic, and Reppert isn't a kid anymore.
4 or 5 years old.
But 60 years later, he's still on the list to get a vaccine. Now, 600 shots will be given out tomorrow and another 600 on Friday. Now, if you are on that waiting list for the Public Health District, they will be giving you a call to help set up that appointment. Now, it will be coming from an unknown number, and they won't be leaving a voicemail so that they can get through that 1A and 1B list pretty quickly. So make sure you have your phone on you ready for that call. Vaccinations will start here in the Round Building at the Expo Center tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. So make sure to stay tuned into KRBC Midday. We will be live from that event. That's the very latest from the Taylor County Expo Center. Reporting live, Jessica Rank, KRBC, Abilene's local news.
Exciting news. Thank you, Jessica. Now, this is not the only place you can get vaccinated. You can also go through your local provider or pharmacy to get on their list.